Football Manager is arguably the worst career choice possible if you want job security. Indeed, soccer coaches are sacked on a regular basis as clubs across the world make changes in order to try and achieve success. Across Europe's top leagues and beyond, head coaches are either sacked or choose to resign frequently throughout the season, with the length of a manager's stint getting shorter and shorter with each passing year. Article continues under the video. Read more. Premier League Summer Transfers 2024, all the done deals. In fact, the next manager to be sacked is a vital part of football transfer news, as the impact of a managerial change can often make a huge difference both on and off the pitch. Furthermore, patience with managers grows ever thinner with each defeat a team suffers. The 2024-25 European season is now into the closing stages, and a long list of managers across the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga and Ligue 1 have been sacked this campaign. Below, Football Transfers runs through every manager in Europe's top 5 leagues who have left their posts this campaign. Read more. Free agents, the best players available on a Bosman transfer. The first big managerial appointment of the English season came on October 16 when it was announced that Thomas Tuchel was the new permanent head coach of the England national team. Tuchel replaced Gareth Southgate, who resigned after Euro 2024, with caretaker boss Lee Carsley returning to the under-21s. Tuchel's contract started from January 1, 2025. Erik ten Hag became the first Premier League manager to be sacked on 28 October, when he was dismissed following Man U's 2-1 loss against West Ham United. After Ruud van Nistelrooy was caretaker for a few games, Ten Hag was permanently replaced by former Sporting Lisbon manager Ruben Amorim on November 11. Leicester City manager Steve Cooper was the second Premier League boss to get the boot. He was sacked following a 2-1 loss to Chelsea despite sitting outside of the relegation zone. He was replaced by Van Nistelrooy, who did not have to wait long to get a new job. Then Wolverhampton Wanderers relieved Gary O'Neill of his duties after their 2-1 loss to newly promoted Ipswich Town. There were chaotic scenes at the end of this game with fights breaking out on the pitch between staff and players. Vitor Pereira was appointed as Wolves' next manager. Russell Martin lost his job on the same day, with Southampton pulling the trigger following a humiliating 5-0 defeat to Tottenham Hotspur at St Mary's. The newly promoted side were rock bottom of the Premier League at the time, having only won one of their opening 16 games. He was replaced by Ivan Jurk. West Ham's Julen Lopetegui was next on the chopping block on January 8 after he endured a dreadful start to the season despite a summer outlay of over €140 million. The Spaniard was replaced by Graham Potter. The following day, on January 9, Everton announced they had parted ways with Sean Dyche. He was replaced by former Everton manager David Moyes. The next managerial departure came in April, with Ivan Juric becoming the second Southampton boss to leave St Mary's following confirmation of their relegation back to the Championship. Ruben Amorim is under heavy pressure at Man United and his position could be at risk at the end of the season. The same is the case for Tottenham's Ange Postecoglou, with his team only a few places above the relegation zone. It now seems almost certain that Postecoglou will be sacked in May when the campaign ends. In 2023-24, only 3 Premier League managers were sacked during the season: Paul Heckingbottom, Sheffield United; Steve Cooper, Nottingham Forest; and Roy Hodgson, Crystal Palace. Heckingbottom was replaced by Chris Wilder, Nuno Espirito Santo took charge at Forest, and Oliver Glasner was chosen as Hodgson's successor. Julen Lopetegui left Wolves before the season had even started, while Mauricio Pochettino, Roberto De Zerbi, Jurgen Klopp and David Moyes all departed at the end of the campaign.